Your follow-up segment tonight, Black Lives Matter, the radical political group, is roaming around the country disrupting public events. All right, it was not the first time Black Lives Matter has confronted Hillary Clinton. With us, former NBA basketball star Jalen Rose, author of the book, Got to Give the People What They Want. Mr. Rose on ESPN and outspoken guy. All right, I have said that the Black Lives Matter crew is a hate group because of their, not all of them, but a number of them calling for violence against American police officers. And that has not been repudiated by the Black Lives Matter leadership. So I believe they're a hate group. Where am I going wrong?
Oh, you're dead wrong on that one. Black Lives Matter is not a moment, but a movement. And it's really there to inspire for the freedom and the justice for Black lives lost. Did you know every 28 hours, a Black man, woman, or child is murdered by police and or vigilante law officials?
So where did that stat from?
This is a real epidemic.
Where did that stat come from?
It's an absolute fact.
Okay, because the stats that we have are that the African Americans killed by police are infinitesimal, based upon the interactions that police and African Americans have. So it's less than 1% revolt in any violence. So your stat and my stat are like the parting of the Red Sea here. All right, but let's advance the story and say, when you have a group that says, we want dead police officers, as this crew did in New York City, how can you justify that? How can you justify it?
I'm not justifying the oppression or the killing of anyone, for that matter. I respect law officials. As a matter of fact, we should just stop the world on its axis and pay EMT, firefighters, teachers double. In a country that values sports, and I know I work in the sports industry, these are the people that become the heartbeat of what we do. So not here to advocate violence, but to bring awareness to so many lives that have been lost.
Then why can't people like you, other African Americans who are concerned about violence toward your community, why can't you do it in a peaceful way, as Dr. King promoted, and NAACP? There's a lot of organizations that are in business to promote justice for African Americans, and they're not fringe violent organizations that you see interrupt political rallies and do pretty much what they want to do.
Dr. King actually said that. I'm glad you brought it up. A riot is the voice of the unheard, and that's sometimes when protests get taken too far. And a lot of times they're majority peaceful, but when the camera's on is when they show the African Americans a lot of times acting unruly.
Well, I don't think that does the cause any good, acting unruly and threatening police officers. Now, some like you, Jamie Foxx is another one. Jamie Foxx, the actor. Quentin Tarantino, the director, said that police were murderers in a general statement, again, here in New York City. And here's what Mr. Foxx said last night. Go.
Quentin Tarantino, you are a boss. You're absolutely amazing. Keep speaking the truth and keep telling the truth. And don't worry about none of the haters. I'm going to let you know that right now.
Okay, so Tarantino is in a lot of trouble. All the police organizations across the country are boycotting us, and you think he should be in trouble?
Absolutely, because I do not agree with the fact that all police are murderers. I just think that there are some rogue individuals with guns and badges that have taken their job way too far.
And I think everybody would agree with that, that there's an abusive element to every organization, but in police, you have a responsibility because you have a gun and you have power. And
Absolutely.
I think there are bad people, and they should be dealt with. But when you have a guy like Tarantino, but what about Jamie Foxx? Jamie Foxx is a big guy in the black community. He goes out there and says, you know, it's okay. They're all, you know, to call cops murderers. What do you think about that?
Jamie's a friend of mine, somebody that I really respect. And just because he supports Quentin, that doesn't mean he believes exactly in everything he says.
Do you respect that statement?
I don't agree with that statement.
But how can you respect a statement that is actually saying, hey, you're the boss, go out and call cops murderers? I don't understand this.
You know what I learned to do is judge people by their true actions, because sometimes your thoughts and your words don't lead to your actions. I bet Mr. Tarantino comes out and issues an apology.
Well, he already has, because he has a movie, and now the movie might be hurt, but he's not taking questions, which you do, and that's what we respect. The book is Got to Give People What They Want, True Stories and Flagrant Opinions from Center Court, and I think it's very well worth reading, Jalen Rose's book, because then you get a different perspective, and I enjoy what you do in your commentary.
Thank you very much.
Coming on, Mr. Rose.
I
Nice to see
appreciate you.
Plenty more.